What's good, squad? How you doing, family? This is the Boss Chick. I am Kaylee, and welcome to the corner. Um, Today we back to business. It's part two of business to business support, friend support, and I have a guest today. I'm gonna bring in a sister boss of mine. Her name is Theresa Parker. We're going to get into this conversation today. Welcome, the boss lady, Miss Theresa.
Good evening, everyone. I am so glad that I'm sharing the platform and I'm excited to talk about this topic and um, hopefully some of the good experiences you've gotten and some of the bad experience that you haven't gotten, but we're going to work through it and figure it out.
Right. Okay. So tell the people a little bit about you and what you do first off.
Okay. My name is Teresa Parker, as she told you. I'm originally from St. Louis. I'm residing in the Houston area right now. Due to circumstances kind of
Okay.
beyond my control, I decided to go into business for myself. Had two injuries and was off from work for a while. But in that time, I took time to
Oh,
prepare. I
wow.
took mentorships. I read books. I took classes. I made sure to really engulf myself into what I wanted to be when I grow up again. So I'm so glad
Right.
that I did make that preparation because on Friday, I actually turned in my paperwork saying I could return to work, but I still had some restrictions. And when I say that job let go of me so quick, the paper probably hadn't even email hadn't came through quick enough for them to tell me, well, you don't have a job anymore. So had I not have made preparation while I
Wow.
was off and started getting my feet wet in some stuff and setting up business stuff, I would have been a lost cause and probably in the corner crying. But I took the initiative to get some stuff done. So right
You
now,
you moved like a boss.
child, everything that I could get my hands on to learn. I was like, I need to know. I might not use it now, but I'm gonna move. I may use it, or I may tell somebody else about it. But yes, definitely, if you're gonna be a boss, you have to prepare yourself.
Right.
So
That is
right now,
correct. I agree. You always have to have a plan A, B, and C. Sometimes D, all the way through the alphabets. That's my motto.
absolutely. So I'm in the affiliate marketing space. I'm dipping my foot in that right now. I've always been a person that could connect people and also give resources to people and tell people how to save money. So been always been encouraged by my circle
Okay.
that I should broaden it. So now I'm broadening it so the world can learn how to save money, how to connect with people, and how to also, we're going to go into credit. So I've learned a lot of stuff as far as credit, leveraging your points, which credit cards to pick,
Mm,
how to pay for trips with your points, how to not spend a lot of money on different things that you can, use your credit card points, use other avenues of points, double up on points, all of those things. So I don't want anybody not to know these things and we can quit spending money. We can be bosses and get discounts. We can get bosses and be getting free trips and uh,
yeah.
money back and rewards and all of that stuff. Also, I do help people repair their credit because, as you can see, credit is the big homie. And I'm also in the insurance space.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
Okay.
much me in a
Okay.
nutshell right
Multiple
now.
avenues.
Yes. And they're all around money. Oh, and then
Got you. Got you.
the social work side, I do have a degree in mental health as far as professional counseling. So I do work for a telehealth
Mm-hmm.
company that I broker for. It is Black owned, Black woman, doctor and judge have partnered to put this together. And when I say they have a host of benefits under that plan, so if there's any other boss chicks out there that want to offer their employees benefits, but you may not be able to do it on a big scale, but you want to put something in place, please reach out to me. My
Okay.
busy books is in my link tree, and we can get something started where they can talk to the doctor over the phone. They can get mental health over the
Okay.
phone, virtually, in person. Ask a specialist. That's always good for like family meetings, or you can't take anybody to the doctor with you now for COVID. So they can kind of give you that refresher
Right.
when your doctor can't reach back out to you. We all need a patient advocate. We get these doctor bills. They are crazy expensive. Somebody to audit those things.
Woo.
I know there's some pet lovers that's probably watching. Before you take the pet off to the vet, you can call our televet and have them do an assessment over the phone or video chat. Those are just a few things that are covered by that. There's like seven other things, but tap in with me. I can get you group rates. If you're an individual that's just looking for something, I do have promo codes. So I'm looking forward to that's my passion. I don't make a whole lot of money off of that, but I want to make sure that people are knowing that this resource is out there.
Right. I like that. I was actually interested in when you first gave me the link. I did have a question. Do you have to have any type of insurance at the moment to apply for it, or get set
No,
up for it?
this is a telehealth
Okay.
membership. You do not need insurance. When you meet with our doctors and therapists, there is no copay. They'll shoot your prescription straight over to the pharmacy. So that's the only additional cost besides the monthly fee. Monthly fee is
Mm-hmm.
$24.99. Startup fee of $14.95. I've used them
Okay.
before. I've used the service for to talk to the doctor. I had rash, something broke out, and I was just like, it's itching. I need to do something. Took a picture of it,
Right.
uploaded it. The doctor already had it in front of him before he called me back. He asked me some symptom questions, and about 20 minutes later, my prescription was at Kroger, and all I had to do was go get it filled. We also offer a prescription card. Use that prescription card. It's going to be cheaper than out of pocket, and sometimes
Yeah.
your insurance card. So no copay. We're all busy. If some of us have kids, if the kids scrape their knee or have a sore throat, we don't have time to commute. I'm here in Houston. I don't know where everybody else is. A 15-minute ride can turn into an hour and 15 minutes. If you go to the medical center, you got to look for parking. You got to pay for parking. Then you get to the doctor's office and then they're behind. And all they're going to do is look at certain things that are non emergency. They're going to take a look at you and say, here's the prescription. Okay, bye. And then you have to still
I
have to pay a
swear.
copay and then fight traffic
I
to get
swear.
back.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah. I
service
wish
that
I
I
knew about
know.
this before. I used to work at the post office and messing around with all of the packages coming from different places. I don't know what touched me or where it came from, but I broke out from all up in here. Like my face was swelling up, and at that point in time, I had a double shift, so it was no break. So as soon as the clock was done, I ran to the emergency room, and like you said, the doctor just looked at me and he was like, "Oh, you got this." It was just like a regular breakout. And he gave me like some Benadryl, and then I heard over in the next room the person had the exact same thing, so they were just giving out the Benadryl and the shot, the steroid shot. That's it. So yeah, that could have saved me,
Yeah, and all
saved
I
me
got
some
was some
time.
steroid cream, and they were like, okay, just put it on a couple times a day. And I was out of 18 bucks,
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
think, with the prescription card. So
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look into that a little bit more because that's interesting. And then, of course, with us being small business owners and wanting to add on employees and things like that, that'll be a good starting point for a lot of people. So I commend that. I like that. And like you said, you may not make a lot of money with it, but it is helpful because insurance is high. Even with the healthcare.gov, it can get expensive still.
absolutely.
All right. So jumping right into it, our business to business support. What methods have you used to support other small business owners yourself?
So I'm really big on supporting the business owners, especially Black business owners. And I've been like that before it became trendy. So that's always been a
Right.
part of my life to um, do that. So on Saturday mornings, except for this Saturday morning, because I have a conference I have to do, I'm at the farmers markets. I'm at the Black markets. So usually from
Okay.
any time from like 8:45 till about 2, I'm hitting up the markets. So I buy my soap from the markets. I buy my These here, these nice earrings
Mm-hmm.
came from a small
I love
business
those. I
owner.
love
My
wooden
head wrap
earrings.
came from a small business owner. Um, I have people that are in the cooking space. So tonight, usually it's my night to go get vegan ice cream. So it's a black owned vegan ice cream place here that I'll go to. So I've been
Okay.
supporting uh, businesses, small businesses. Even if it's even if I don't buy, I spread the word. So I know
Right.
people that make shoes. I know people that do purses. I know people that have their own clothing line. Just a couple weeks, what was it? A couple Fridays ago, one of my friends that's a small business owner had a vendor booth at the golf tournament, and he wanted to play golf.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Well, can you come man my booth?" Yeah, I'll
Right.
come man your booth while you go play golf. There's a lot of ways that you can support
Right.
small businesses, even if you don't or you're not interested or don't have the money for their product. Push the like button,
I agree.
share.
I
Just quit
agree.
looking all the time. I mean, I place a bunch of stuff in my story, and I tend to place in my story so I can kind of get um, to see who's looking at my stuff. So I'll post it on feed, and you don't see nothing. You post a story, and they'll look and look and look and look and won't say anything. And it's like, could you just push share, like something? Just while you looking, just
Right.
push the button.
With
Like,
your looking.
yeah, put your look itself. Or Instagram, gives you the chance to kind of check your insights when you have a business page, so you can see where the people are coming from as far as are they picking up on your hashtags, or they people that's already following you? Is it someone that's just happened to look at a reels? So I've been playing with reels lately, and that's another thing. Like, I
Okay.
did a reel one day, and I went from maybe 100 views to 1,000 views within an hour, and I was like, who are all these people? Where'd they come from? Maybe I only need to do reels because it's drawing attention to my
Right.
page. So like I said, small business
Right.
owner, if you're going to support, like, share, at the very least. If you know somebody that's looking for something, say, hey, I know this person personally. You can go to them, and stop trying to lowball us. Like, my products aren't that expensive. Most of them already have a set price, but you'll go other places and buy stuff, and it'll be like you don't ask for discounts. And I've supported a lot of people
Right.
that I don't ask them for discounts. It's like, hey, let's, if they choose to
Pay me
offer me
what I'm
one, that's
owed.
different.
Yeah.
But don't hit the table with can I get a discount? Can I get
Yeah.
a half off? You didn't pay that much for it, so why you trying to charge me that? Just pay the people.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, you definitely brought up a good point about the liking and the sharing, and is definitely more you can do outside of purchasing it if you don't necessarily need it at the moment. Me, I've always been, a helpful person, a creative person. If I can give you the resources, I will. I often do a working women Wednesday on my channel where I'll, present a woman who's working hard and, show off their products a little bit. I'll do that on my Facebook page as well. Like, if you got a product that I believe in, I'm going to help you, push it as best as I can. Like I said, I'm a graphic designer, so if it's something, I'll offer a free flyer here or there. And like you said, if that's their choosing to give it to you for free or half off, let them do that. But other than that, you pay what is, what is due, because time is money. And then especially when it's certain people who will say, um I don't really know what I want. Go ahead and just, do your thing. And then when I show them, and then they have so many critiques, then that means that that's work that I have to change
Rebuild.
and start. Sometimes even start over. So you have to pay me what is owed to me, because you wasted my time a little bit, just a little bit. But it's nothing that I won't do to help you bring your vision to life, and that brings me so much joy when I can see somebody else smiling off of what I've helped them accomplish, because I love to see people, growing and just flourishing and seeing their hard work, come to fruition. So that's a big thing for me. So I'm a heavy supporter of other small businesses. I just bought like 4 or 5 items from 4 different small businesses this week too. I've like I said, I've been creating stuff for people as long as I can remember. Before I even became a graphic designer, I can say that's probably been in me my whole life.
And here's the other thing too that we can talk about. I don't know if you do it, but in certain cases, I'm willing to do it. Um, Bartering. Um,
Yeah,
that's another thing that you can do. A lot that's a lost art for most people, but
definitely. Yeah, that goes into another thing that I was going to mention about those people who are, so you want them, to return the support when you supported. I'm not going to say any names, but it's somebody that I would consider a mentor of mine, older than I, and they see that it's a new business, it's still working. So some eyes are needed, and I offered the bartering, and they said we can't do it, but they wanted services for free, but they didn't want to. And I think I was offering, just promote us a little bit, not not do it full time, but a like or share here, just kind of point me in the right direction. But they said that they couldn't do it, but they wanted the services for free, and I thought that was a little unfair. So that was the next topic that I was going to say. How have fellow business owners showed you support or not shown you the support that you were due?
um, I can say I've had a lot of conversations with people about support back and forth, and then when you follow up, uh, it's almost as if they don't have their phone anymore. Um, but you spent 20 minutes telling me, let me help you with this, or let's talk about this, or let's talk about that. And then you make that follow up call. Hey, how are you? Blah, blah, let's make some time and let's do this. So um, I had a young lady in one of the groups. She reached out to me, and I was so excited because this was when I was first getting into networking into the Facebook groups. And she was like,
Right.
"Oh my God, I've looked at your pages and I've wanted to set up some time so we can do a podcast together." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure. Let's talk." Gave her my phone number. We talked. And she said, "Oh, well, here, before we do anything, hop on this Zoom." So I'm thinking this is a Zoom that it's going to be me and her talking. It was a whole presentation for her MLM. And I was like, okay. She's like, well, I wanted you to get familiar with my product so you'll know about me. Okay, fair enough. I did the Zoom. Let's go. So then I would get phone calls from her like out the blue, like, oh, we had a call scheduled today. I'm like, okay, am I going crazy? Like, there's no call. And then the call would be like, oh, yeah, I just wanted to see how you were doing. And um, I had Zoom tonight. And I was like, I'm not getting back on the Zoom. I've done that Zoom before, you know? So she was like, yeah, 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 we're going to get together and do this podcast. We're going to talk about how I can help you promote your product. And I said, okay. I actually ended up in her city. And I say, well, let's meet for coffee. And never heard back from her. Got a call again saying, hey, uh, no, I got text. Text was, hey, let me let's get together and see how we can get this podcast and to revisit this. And I'm like, okay. What's a good time to call you? I said, oh, let's do 3 o'clock, 3:30. 4:45. I must have missed this. I said, well, you can call it around 5, 5 to 6, whatever you can call. I'd be doggone if she didn't send me the Zoom link. Talk about perfect. That's when I got another Zoom. I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. Completely out.
Oh
Because
my,
this was your idea that you led with. It was just the most bizarre thing ever.
I feel like the MLM people are sometimes bots. Like they're just bots. Like they have no other conversation but the MLM. And I honestly, like, I've had my experiences with them. I don't know about you, but they don't work for me. Like I'm a I'm a people person slightly, but I'm also an introvert, so it's not in me to keep hounding people, to subscribe or have a subscription of certain things. So yeah, it does not work for me. But those people, it can be a little tricky. It's just like those the flowers that was going around when
Oh
COVID
yeah,
first.
the
Yeah.
blossoms and the fire and the earth and the oh yeah.
No,
And
no.
then while we're on that subject, before we move on, I actually got you ain't ready for this. I got an invite for a dinner. So went to the dinner, asked me, invitation in the mail or whatever. Follow
Mhm.
up call about a couple hours before. So I get out there, and it's not just me, it's a room full of people for this dinner. So I'm like, okay. It's like, here's your ticket. So I'm still looking around the room because when you come in, most places that you go to, even though you've been into a presentation, I was there, you're going to feed me. Okay, this is a presentation. There was no swag. There was no step and repeat. There was nothing on the screen. I mean, it was just like, so I asked the person, like, hey, what are we talking about? Oh, well, just wait. I was like, I got about a hot hour before I get on my mentorship call before, I have some other stuff that I do, but I came to support, because you
Right.
asked me to come. What is this? Oh, it's a surprise. Surprise! I'm leaving in an hour. So would you like to give me the short story of this? Well, no, I can't tell you. All right,
Bye.
finish eating. 7 o'clock rolled around. You sure you gotta go? Yeah, could you just tell me what it is? No, I can't tell you. Well, then it was, can you get on my Zoom tomorrow? No, I have my own Zoom calls I'm gonna be on. Can you just tell me what is? Well, you have my attention right now. You had it last night. Well, maybe we'll finally catch up and you can get on the Zoom or come to another live meet. You have wasted so much time with this Keep It a Secret production that we've spent like over an hour and a half between these phone calls and this dinner, and I still don't know. I got an idea what it was, but I still have not gotten any snippets on what it is. So those are the kind of weird situations that I've been in. And
Mm.
like I said, MLMs, some of them I understand and I get it.
Mhm.
Some of them I put my tennis shoes on and I run. A couple of the cosmetic ones I've had to resort to being allergic.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Like,
Definitely. When I feel like when there is not a solid product, you just trying to get my money.
and it's not even a solid product. It's just the thing of let me decide
If
what
I
I want to
want
be
to.
involved in, or I might just purchase a product. But don't try to hook me into um buying a whole membership that I know I'm not going to. It's not me.
Right. Right.
It's not something that I want to be involved in. Say, hey, I sell XYZ. Would you like to purchase? If
Yeah.
you like the product, then I may approach you and say, hey, I think all my friends might like this. I've
Right.
done some MLM products before, and some of it I was successful at, some of it I wasn't. But
I just don't have the patience for it. I don't. I don't.
like
Well,
I said, anybody I don't mind supporting, but don't keep it a secret and don't trap me into don't trap me into nothing.
yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna get into like the one-sidedness of things because that's what it sounds like happened to you more twice right there. Um, Mine hasn't been so much of that kind of being tricked into. It's just been the lack of reciprocating. I've had a situation. I'm also a music artist, so when I was in college, I was working on my final project for, to determine if I'm going to graduate or not. The person that was supposed to be my artist ended up bailing on me, so I had to end up developing the Kaylee that you see today. I had to start working on that before I was even ready. So I reached out to a friend who was a producer, and he was like, "Okay, good, I got you. We're gonna work this out." Blah 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 blah. Then somebody else rolled around, and then he took them under his wing as his project and dumped a newbie on me. He gave me a recommendation of a newbie. And me, I give everybody a chance. So it was no bad blood with that. So the new guy, he helped me, as much as he could, since he was I think he was like a freshman or a sophomore. We had a good, communication, good chemistry. So we worked. I even got news coverage, and I offered, I said, "Hey, even though you weren't my, official producer for this project, come
Right.
in, for the news report." So he was in on my interview. We were both, getting the eyes on us. We were getting to shine, both of us. So later, I had another project that I was working on. I had no shares, no likes, no mentioning of anything, no nothing trying to say, let me make up for the last time. I also promote other people if I vibe with your music. So I promoted this other rapper girl, and he hopped in my comments on my page trying to pitch her, like, hey, let me be your producer. So at that point, I'm hot. I'm mad. And I'm like, I don't even get a, hey, you doing good, sis. I'm supporting you. Can I help you? But you trying to, come in and do, trying to sell your stuff. You just coming in. And Jasmine, you know who this is. Jasmine, you know exactly who it is. But yeah,
It's
he was
crazy.
trying to come in, and that was the day I lost a friend, because instead of saying, you know what, I'm sorry, I apologize, he went in on me on some personal stuff, and then I capped on him, and we were done. It was a done deal. It was done. So the support thing would definitely show you who is for you and who is not.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely true.
Yeah. So I feel like it's always like, when you get a great idea, you're excited about it, you planning, and then when you share it with the world, that's when you really see, who's over here and who's over here. They're gonna either go ghost on you, start asking a million questions, questioning your decisions, making statements like it's smaller than what it is. Or like you said, they'll even go ghost, like phone number disconnected type of go ghost. So I feel like it's that. But I feel like when you support other people, it breeds support on your end. When you support, it should be reciprocated. It should be seen and reciprocated. I don't know. That's just the logic in my head.
Yeah, that's how I feel exactly. Because um, I always joke with folks like, uh, I'm on this transitioning to vegetarian.
Oh,
So uh, I'll be
kudos to
like,
you.
yeah, I got a mushroom dealer. Yeah, I got this person that I get this item from. Or I got my person I give like my spirulina and my, lion's mane, all that stuff to go in my smoothies.
Right.
And, it's just, if I got somebody and I know that they had a product and the quality that I want, that's who I'm rocking with. And I expect that same with me. But like I said, there has been one thing that did surprise me though, as far as support.
Mhm.
Somebody asked me a question about credit, and I gave her part of the answer, and she ran with it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even really think she was listening, to be honest. And she called back maybe about a month later and say, "Oh yeah, I did that thing with the CFPB, and uh, it's off my credit. And all I did was a phone call. So let me pitch Cash App for some for lunch." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." But there's been other people that I've been like, "Oh yeah, if you do XYZ or whatever," and they like, "Oh, that's nice. I ain't gonna do it though." And he was like,
Right. You wasted my time.
"All right, dude."
Yeah, it's like it's almost of course it's 50-50. You don't know what you're gonna get when you're talking to people, whether they're going to take it, support it, not support it. um it happens a lot where someone will take it and run with it, and then that's a blessing. I appreciate those people who can come back and you know just appreciate what you gave them and offer something, whether even if it wasn't the full service that they paid for, but they offered something in return to show that they appreciate the information or services that you provided. I like that. I feel like that's what I get when it's time to network. Starting with these groups last year, it was kind of tough to kind of discern who is wanting to connect for genuine friendships and relationships, and who is just trying to sell you something, because I've had people to come and just kind of inquire, what do you do? I think that's so boss. And then, well, this is what I do. You want to make some extra money? Just trying to like you said, throw that pitch out there. And then as soon as you tell them like, not really, then they go ghost. So all that time you took to get to know what I'm doing, or if you were even reading what I do, then you wasted my time and yours.
Yep. Another thing that they can do to support too, I forgot about this, is a testimonial. So
Yeah.
if you help someone or get some advice and took something off the page or whatever, I appreciate you just hitting me back with a video to be like, "Oh my God, it worked," or a text message that I can screenshot. I ain't got to screenshot your number, but just saying
Right.
that really worked for me. That advice that you gave me. I know I had one young lady that joined the telehealth company and was able to get some appointments scheduled, and uh, she's really happy with the service. So a testimonial goes a long way. It's even better than the like and share. So, uh, if you don't do nothing but sample the product or say, "Hey, my friend made this," like you in graphic design, look what my friend made. If you need graphics, here it is. She's doing a good job and she's going to make your vision come to something, just anything.
Right. Right. So look, I'm not gonna say it's not everybody, because my friend Jasmine, she has been good at doing this lately with sharing my stuff and just making sure everybody know, like, hey, go check her out. I appreciate you, Jasmine. I do. And the rest of my circle, like I said, I have a handful that I'll say 10 I can go to right now, and they'll like, I got you, or I'll send it to somebody who may need it or something like that. I just did a thing. I never thought that I would be creating another project or releasing this music project, which is coming. It's called the X Files. I never thought I'd be releasing this. I wrote about it back in 2014. Just my
Okay.
thoughts. Just my thoughts. Not really thinking I was going to release it to the world, but here I am. I started to GoFundMe to see if anybody would, well, I wanted to network. I'm wanting to network with businesses to create a partnership with my graphic designs and the business. Friends and family, they were just if you would like to. So I started with them first to see if anybody would go ahead and just donate a little bit off rip. I'll say 7 people stood 10 toes down
So
and
what's up?
and did more than I expected them to do. So I appreciate y'all so much. Like, I didn't expect it. Like I said, my focus is businesses, so I wasn't really thinking anybody would do anything. But hey, they did it, and I like it. And you were mentioning other stuff that people can do. I had found it. It was a picture where gave
Okay.
ideas of how people can support. Just follow, like, share, tag a friend, follow on Pinterest, share, their websites, like you said, leave a review or, a testimonial or something like that. You can make a purchase. Like you said, don't ask for those discounts. Pay what you what you owe. Pay what you owe. And it's definitely a lot more you can do. I do polls all the time on my stories. That's another thing. Like you said, you do the stories to see if people are actually watching, see who's watching. If you're going to watch, I know sometimes people just kind of tap through, but if you're going to sit there and watch or come back and repeat to me something that you saw, at least answer my poll. Give me a better direction. Answer my poll if it's something that you're going to come address to me.
Right, because they'll see you in the street and be like, "Yeah, I see you doing your thing on Instagram and Facebook." It's like, I haven't seen you hit a like, a share, or a, a comment, or nothing up under it. Like, how do I know that you looking? Like, you just looking.
Definitely. More than likely, I'm wanting to start like some challenges. Like if I post something, a challenge, I'm expecting people to, respond back, interact with me, let me know that you would like to talk to me, do these challenges with me, engage with me. Engagement posts have done wonders. I've been trying out a little system this past week, and I've gotten more engagement this week than I've gotten in a while. So, when you put in the work, you start to see some of the fruit from it.
So here's my thing: when I put up like different motivational stuff or stuff like that in the groups or on my
Mm-hmm.
page, I'll get engagement. But when I start asking about credit
Mm-hmm.
or telehealth or any of that, it's like everybody's fingers don't work anymore. Like, I know these are two important
I'm
topics,
me.
like, but if I was to put something up
People are,
about
are so, I think, weary of it.
I
Go
mean, if
ahead.
I put up something about them damn crates, or the thing I put up about R. Kelly, or if I put up a swimwear picture or something, all of a sudden everybody fingers work. But if
Right.
something that don't matter, but I don't get it. I don't, I don't understand. Oh,
Yeah.
they get ghost real quick,
They get
Jasmine.
real.
Yep.
They get real ghosts. They do. My method, because I'm a very what's the word? I'm cautious. I'm always paranoid of something's gonna happen. Or if I'm talking to a bot. I'm very cautious if I'm talking to a bot. But if you take the time and, like, going back to the whole networking thing, taking the time to actually talk to me and getting to know me, and we have a connection, I can better understand the product, and I won't mind, at least taking a look into it or sharing it. Just like what we have been doing this week. I'm so proud of the sister circle that we have created together, and that's what brings me joy when I can get into these groups, because 9 times out of 10, if it's more than 500 people in these groups, I'm not going to be able to talk to every single one of these 500,000, 5,000 people. But if you can, take the initiative to type something to something I ask, and we can, have a one-on-one conversation, and we gel a little bit, I think that works. And we could talk about some stuff. We can network and use the methods that we're talking about, whether I buy something from you or whether I, share your information or recommend you to somebody else. I want to be able to do that and help, as many people as I can, whether I use it or, just share it with the world.
Right. That's true.
What you say, Gary? People are sensational. Yeah, and what you say, Jasmine said, if something's positive and making a difference, people don't be as quick to. Yeah, that's true. People like mess and drama, and that's just not my speed.
Yeah,
not my
that's
speed at
true.
all.
Definitely true. Um, I was got tickled today about uh they were talking about it on Charlemagne the God, and they were also I saw the post going around about the 500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z. I was like, definitely I'm gonna take the
Mm.
500,000. I mean, if I sit down with Jay-Z, he might not say nothing to me, but did you like your steak? And I'll be like, that's all I get. No, I'm in a mentorship now. If I get my help to 500,000, I can make that stuff work and flip it and flip it and flip it. Like my three, four
Wow.
generations down would be okay. I don't I don't need a photo out with Jay-Z. I don't, if I happen to meet a celebrity, we take a picture, then cool. But I've had dinners with celebrities.
I,
I've had drinks with them, and they just people that you gonna have a general conversation with them.
I'm not gonna fan. Yeah, I'm not a fangirl. I'm not a fangirl. I might like your music or whatnot, but I'm not an excessive fangirl or anything like that. My favorite person is Fantasia. Even that, I probably wouldn't fangirl over her either.
Yeah, if it was anybody that I said that if I was like would probably be Erica Badu. I want to sit down and hang out today with her, but it wouldn't be like on no fangirl. I would be like, she my friend. We finna go hang out.
Yeah.
And the people that I have met and hung out with, it's been on some.
Right.
How did I even end? It's been on some. I
Chill.
just ended up in the situation and ended up hanging out with this person, and now we cool. Like it never was like I was like, oh my god, I gotta go meet this person. It was like this is so and so. Like, oh,
Yeah.
hey. So
Look,
like my first
I might be
June,
a little excited in the inside, but you not gonna see it.
like I'm gonna probably date myself just a little bit, but my first like Juneteenth experience was actually hanging out with the Shylights, which is hilarious. Like, how did I end up in this situation? It was the weirdest thing, but that's how I spent my first Juneteenth. And
Tell,
still at that time wasn't really sure what it was, but I know I had a ball the couple of times that I hung out with them. It was like you hung out with yeah.
right. Look at you. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I definitely I wanted to point out also, what we can continue to do ourselves as small business owners, supporting other small business owners. It's not gonna hinder me if you don't support me. I'll just go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing. Like I said, finding like-minded people, the people who don't support you. I found it was another meme. It was kind of funny. Don't be mad when they don't support you. Go get that bag. You'll run into them later. Like the same people, you see going up, you know, they gonna watch you. They gonna watch you grow, and then probably try to come back around and try to figure out how you got there so they can follow in the footsteps too. People always, I think, oh yeah, I was talking about this with one of my other guests, Darius, and he was like, people hop on to things when they find that it's trendy. It's trendy, it's popular. So, as soon as you blow, then that's when they'll be, all on you trying to figure out how you got there.
That's true. I had a lady tell me a couple months ago, "Oh, when you make it, don't forget about the little people." I was like, "Ain't no little people. Come go with me." And she was like, "No, no, 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 no.
Right.
Well, send me the information. I'll
Right.
check it out." I was like, "Ain't no little people. You can come too. This the information. This the mentorship in. This what I'm working on. Here go the different streams they talking about. It's right here for you." Oh well, I don't know.
Listen,
let's get on this yellow brick road together and go.
facts. Yeah, that the one of my biggest motivations is the weigh-ins. The weigh-ins.
Yeah.
The
Marlon
old
really
he
grew
put
up for
everybody
respect.
on. He did. I think this had how much that they were how much they were worth as well. Let me go back. But yeah, like I want to be that type of person. Like if I got the resources, I'm gonna help you get on. Look at Keenan. He worth 65. Damon, he worth 35. Marlon worth 40, and Sean worth 30. They're all millionaires because Keenan put everybody on. And like I said, if I got the
Absolutely.
resources to, to put you in front of the eyes, I would definitely do so.
That's true. Um, that's why I tell people, like, I have always been able to connect people, and they uh, build relationships. Sometimes they built it without me and they kept going. Those two people kept going, but I was the person that connected them, and yeah, they're progressing. And
Right.
maybe that's what I was put there for, was, you know, this person need to meet this person. And once they met that person, that's when we figured out that's the reason they met me, was to meet them. There's no reason to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that they went on, because there's never a disagreement or anything. It was just you were that the connector. But
Right.
even with different projects that I worked on, or different events that I helped to plan, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
me. You can't do the same thing as me because you don't know how I went about that. So there was
Oh.
a couple of situations where, when I was in the event kind of planning space, as far as negotiating contracts or seeing what we could get for different events, like no deposits. Some people threw in food, some people did the, um, I had a couple people that took my connect and went back to my connect
Mm-hmm.
without me, and was like, "Oh,
Mm-mm.
we tried to get the same thing you got, and she told us $1,300." I said, "Well, you forgot it was
Me.
who
Me.
who made this connection." And also with that, even like it was a give back situation. So one of the venues that we got black owned, they were doing something to
Mm-hmm.
promote their space, and they said, "Well, if you can get the people here," they gave us the space, they gave us the food. Um, what else? They had a bar set up, but when I say they gave us the food, they gave us the food, like full, like heavy dinner, chicken wings, green beans, rice, mashed potato, food, not charcuterie board. That's like,
Everything.
like, and next event that we had that
Good
required
eating.
that amount of space, I was like, why don't we support them back? Because they showed us so much love that time. Oh, we decided we're going to go with another venue. Plus, it was convenient. Everybody could really get to that place. It's, centrally located.
Right.
They went somewhere else. Nobody showed up. This place, I'm not sure how much they had to pay, or, but uh, then the next place was, I went to the place, established a relationship with the woman. She said, if you can give me 30 folks in here eating and drinking, I give you the space. There's no minimum. There's no deposit. No, nothing. Packed the place out. Said they went, hey,
Yes.
oh, we went and tried to talk to her and we couldn't get the same deal. I said, of course not, because you left me out of the negotiation. You didn't say, hey, can you call her? Hey, we want to plan an event with her. Either you were just two people off the street. You didn't have the relationship. So
Right.
that's the other thing. Once there's relationships in place, use your resources as they are. Don't try to do the workaround, because most time the workaround is not going to
Mm-hmm.
work.
I
So
agree. I definitely agree. Like, don't try to be sneaky. Don't try to be sneaky. And like I said, I'm big on building those relationships, not only because of that, because I like the genuine energy. Your energy is
right.
speaking to me right now because that's me. That's exactly who I am. So I'm heavy on building those relationships because it 9 times out of 10 turns out very well if you're partnering together for whatever it works out for both sides.
Or if you just meet someone, like I met you and I met the other young ladies that's partner with us. Well, I might not need nothing from them. But as soon as somebody say, "Hey, I need
I know who
XYZ,"
to send them to.
yeah,
Right.
without a doubt, is, "Hey, going through my phone or going through here. Here, link with this person." I've taken people's phone. They was like, oh, I need this. Funny thing is today, I have like a sticker on my window that promotes for secret shoppers or whatever. Lady next to me, she rolled down the window. She was like, "Is that about a job or whatever?" I was like, "Pull over at the Shell, let's chat." She was like, I was like, "Well, what are you looking for?" She was like, "Well, I like to be a secret shopper and I like to do this, but I'm also looking for a job." Hey, I'm the pretty plug. Follow me on Instagram. Let's talk. She was like, "Well, what about this?" I was like, "Here, give me your phone. Let's take a picture of this. Here go all my alerts. The bell. I don't know if you know about that bell at the top. If you can get somebody phone and put it in Instagram, you hit all the buttons at the bottom. So every time you go live, every time you post something, they get the alert that you're posting or live
Right.
to let them know to do it." So she was like, "Yeah, and I want a customer service job." I was like, "Yeah, you want to stay home, right? Go to work for Xfinity. They hired. Like, they have their people at home, so you don't have to worry about commute." But that was all of, she rolled the
Right.
window down and tried to get my attention in traffic. And I was like, really wasn't at my best this morning, but let me get it together so I can help this sister out.
Right.
Like, when you start organically building relationships in traffic, then your energy is good. Like,
You
nobody is as
yeah.
much road rage is going on in these streets of Houston for somebody to even just roll the window down and feel
uh,
safe enough to ask you a question. There you go.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Now I like those types of attitudes, people who are open and ready to network. But it's also some mindsets out here that's hindering growth for themselves and growth for everybody. Um, I have a few that I have ran into, and we just got through talking about it. That one-sided situation, selfish networking. Those people who are always out to just try to sell what they got like immediately. It's no hey, no none of this is trying to sell what they got. Then we have the people who are competitors. I I don't have any competition. The only competition that I have is the me from yesterday. The me from yesterday. Nobody is my competition, but there are people who are out here trying to like I have to be number one. I'm gonna be the plug for this. No, I can help support another graphic designer. I can help support somebody else who is a music artist. I know I'm probably not the best singer in the world. I'm gonna give props where they are due. So you have to get out of that mindset. You got to get out of your way by not being selfish, not being a competitor, not doubting yourself. That's another thing. A mindset you doubting yourself, so you don't go, 100 like you're supposed. You don't give 100 like you're supposed to. There are people who make assumptions about you just the way that you move, and then they don't support you because of that particular assumption. Get to know me, get to know my brand, and then maybe we can
Absolutely.
make something happen. And then it's a good old fashioned, just jealous, you know, because they feel like they can't do it, or they feel like you do it better. You don't have to be jealous. Maybe you can learn from me. Maybe I can learn from you. You don't know
Right.
because you let that stop the communication in conversation.
And that's true with and we all have to get out of our own way. So mindset is very important, but there are certain things that you have to be willing to give up to change your mindset. One thing is
Right.
TV. I've cut down on my TV a lot. And I don't know if you've seen my post earlier today. If their TV is bigger than their bookcase, we really ain't got nothing to talk
Yeah.
about. Because um, if I'm not reading something online, I may be reading something or listening to a podcast or um, learning new things. I'm like I said, I might not use it, but at least I need to know it. That if it comes up, and I know I can't do everything. So I'm a new business owner, and I
Mhm.
got a couple of different streams coming in. But I can't wait till I can get uh have a budget for a virtual assistant. I play in Canva. I hate playing in Canva. I hate cold calling. Um, my own personal thing. I want a housekeeper named Consuela. Um,
Look, you know her name. Manifest.
Her
Manifest.
name Consuela. Oh, speaking of manifesting, I don't know if you follow I Am Surviving Vegan, but my day Saturday is detox to manifest. I'm taking I think we're on
Mm,
from 8 to 6, and the people that she got is gonna be a whole. Even though I've changed my mindset probably to about here, I feel like after that it's gonna be full circle. Uh, you got to
okay.
collaborate with people even if you're in the same space. Like there's things that I know in credit that other people don't know, or there's stuff that people, there's always a little tweak to it. The other spaces in insurance, there's so many different things of insurance. So I had my license, I let it go. Anybody on this call, never let they do it. Just whatever it is, don't let their license go and then come back and pick it up. It's a nightmare. It's stressful. Just don't do it. But I didn't really know until this time around about mortgage protection. So you have a whole different life insurance that's just to protect your mortgage. Or one of my other homeboys, he's into the infinite banking part of life insurance. So we're collaborating. We're going to go and do flip flop lives. I'm going to talk about my telehealth, and then he'll come on and talk about long term care. Even though we're in the same space,
Right.
I can sell those products too, but he may be a little bit more versed in those than I am. So
Right.
why not do a live with him and let him talk about it? Even if I do become more versed in it,
Exactly.
we I'll send him people, he'll send me people in my space. Just like you said,
I
graphic
agree.
designs. I don't know if you just do like flyers or if you do the graphics. You can take an ebook or any of that stuff, but everything you might not be able to do, but somebody that does, and y'all can flip
Right.
flop on it.
Yeah, and
So
I do that quite often. If I can't do it, or if it's gonna be too much for me, I'm also in grad school, so if I can't get to it right now and you need it immediately, I got a couple of people on standby that I can send you to. I mean, they might charge a little bit more, but if you're looking for that quality, I'm gonna give you the best people that I know and trust to do it.
that's awesome. Like I said, I just want a network of people that are about the business, but they're about networking and they're about fun and they're about same mindset. So a lot of
Right.
people that earlier in my life they may not understand my vision now, or
Mm.
their mindsets of I went through a stage of mindsets of I was a person reaching out a lot of times to people, and then they would tell me about how busy they were. Well, till the light bulb came on, was like, I'm not that busy. They just don't want to be bothered. And they're portraying that, and I keep reaching out. So let me get over here and
Yeah.
have a seat somewhere and restructure. So I know that it was a turnaround because the conversations that I'm having now, like I'm having with you and I've had with some of the other people who have different mindsets, I never would have been able to have those conversations those with those people. They're still people and they still were
Never.
part of my life, and but I was coming into a shift also of
Hmm. And
we can't talk
that's
about
it, the
this.
shift. Um, I've dealt with that personally as well. When you grow and move to a new level, a new mindset, some people just aren't meant to go with you, and it's okay. No hard feelings, is okay. The whole don't have time thing, yeah, I've gotten it plenty of time. No harm, no foul. You make time for what you want to make time for, and you clearly see where the mindset is and what's important to them. And as you grow, you start to gravitate towards what's meant for you. Everyone isn't meant to stay in your circle, for a lifetime. Some are seasonal, some are meant for a lifetime. And when you move to the next phase, just take it for what it is. It helped you grow from this point to this point. And like you said, now you're gravitating towards people with the same mindset and the same values that you have.
Yep, that's true. And I never, this has been my, unbeknownst to me, when I did the photo shoot for my birthday, I just thought that, this is my favorite movie and I'm going to kind of rock with it. But I did an Alice in Wonderland photo shoot. And when I
Okay.
say that I done hung out with the white rabbit, I done been in the hole, I done ate the cake to be bigger and I done ate the cake to be smaller. I done threw the cards up in the air. Um, as far as I felt like the Jabberwock, has been after me. I've thought about the impossible things before breakfast. I've been all over this whole Alice in Wonderland thing. And I mean, the theme was my sweatshirt actually said, I imagined six impossible things before breakfast. Well, yeah, but along with that came the rest of Alice. I've been not Theresa, I've been, this year has been definitely a part of that. And
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see what the rest of it brings. But uh, I have no complaints as far as the changes that have been made. It all hasn't been smooth, but the people, the mindsets, I mean, and I never would have thought that I would have taken a chance on social media to really start meeting people and interacting with them. I was pretty much, I'll
Yeah.
post enough to let you know me and my daughter are okay, or I'll post something that I hung out with my friends, and then I'd come back. And then, or checking in on somebody or whatever, but the actual uh, trying to schedule post over here, trying to create content over there, trying to figure out this, traveling to meet folks, to sit on the phone for masterminds like hours. And I just be like, what now? Really? Like to be engaging like that? Somebody couldn't have told me like a year ago that this would be where I would be now. But I'm so thankful that I'm there. Like, I never would have met
Right.
you because I'd have just been never adventured into groups or even answering things. I'd have just been kind of like, oh, I don't know. Uh, why are people posting all this stuff on social media? Now I've become one of
Big
those
poster.
people. Here, take my picture so I can have some for
Yeah.
content. But yeah, that whole
Look, if you would have
mindset
told me
thing.
last year around this time that I would have been a full-fledged vlogger, podcaster, a person in groups, I would have said, nah, you lying. You lying. I wouldn't never imagined, but I would say COVID, that's one good thing about COVID. It has helped me with coming out of my shell and not being an introvert all the time. People know, people close to me know that talking I hate talking on the phone. I don't talk loud. I don't sometimes I don't like the sound of my talking voice. But for me to be doing this is a big thing. So it has definitely, helped me a lot. Yeah, Jasmine knows. She know I don't answer the phone. People call because I it's on silent for the most part because I don't like talking on the phone. I don't. And then for me, my voice is light and sometimes it's low. So when people have to say what you say, that made me feel bad. Like, dang, I'm not talking loud enough for them. So let me just shut up.
Yeah, then when you start hearing your voice, like when you're talking, it's different. But when you
I sure
actually hear your
will.
voice on
I
the
sure
playback,
will.
you're
I'll
like,
text you all day.
who is that? So even when I watch, like, it took me a while to be able to watch some of the playbacks from my IG lives or from stuff like this. I'd be like, who is that talking? That's not me.
Yeah.
That's not how my voice sounds.
Oh, you sound like my mom. She does not like the way her voice sounds recorded. So when we do our podcast, she said, "Do I really sound like that? Like I don't really feel like that's me talking." So yeah, I get I get it. Yeah. It's definitely uh been a journey, especially learning other people. Like I said, that's one thing I like about these the lives is you get to see other people's perspectives. You get to see where their mindsets are. Just it helps you better communicate to people. I think it adds on to customer service skills if you're into customer service things. So yeah.
That's true. And then people get to see who you are, like by having the videos or listening to you talk. Or
Hmm.
sometimes I'll just hop on and be like, sometimes I'll be done up, sometimes I want to be like, well, I got something to say. So let me go on in here, run in here and say it. And then I'll run back off. I got about a hot 5 minutes to say what I got to say. And
Yeah,
just unlearning and relearning, as they say, is so different. But once you accomplish it, you're like, oh,
yeah. As you can see, my video that I put on Instagram from TikTok, I was looking a hot mess, but I just felt like doing a little bit of something for the brand. And it was fun, impromptu. Yeah. You get those urges sometimes, just a little something to let people know that, hey, here's the brand, I'm human. You see all sides of me.
that's true.
Definitely, definitely. So networking, supporting, friends and family. They are not. I want to make sure to say that you're not obligated to buy anything from me, but what I do expect from you, I expect you to support me if you believe in me, and that's a big thing. You get to see who actually believes in what you do by seeing how they support you. So if you believe in me and you genuinely want to show your support, just go ahead and like something. My friends are my encouragers, my motivators when I am down. They don't necessarily have to buy what I'm selling or anything like that, but like I said, I expect you to be my walking poster board. Tell people what I do. If you hear somebody out in the street, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm about to do my baby shower, oh, you need baby shower invitations, oh, my cousin or my best friend does them, you know, she got the baby shower, you got a paint and sip coming up and you trying to do some tickets. I got tickets, show what you got. You got a graduate that's gonna graduate. I got, head cutouts like the little keepsakes, the little, you know, tell
Oh,
people
okay.
tell people what I do.
You do
So
the
I
can you do the
that's
graphics for ebooks?
the who.
Can you do the graphics for like a
Say that
white
again.
label ebook? Ebook like ebook covers
Um
and then put
I'm
like the little stuff.
I'm working on it. I have a friend who's actually about to release one, so she's gonna test me out and see how well we do with it. So I will let you know how that goes. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
try anything just to see, if I can accomplish it. So let me know. We can work.
Yeah,
But yeah, you
definitely.
can you can be your friend or your family members walking poster board. So that's what I wanted to tell the friends and the family. You're not obligated to buy. I know that. I don't expect you to be like it really be people out here like, I expected you to pay this and I expect you. Well, what if I didn't need it? I didn't need it, but even sometimes if I don't need it, I will go ahead and just buy it. But if I don't really want to spend the money on it at that time, I will share it, share it, share it. I'll share it everywhere. I'll tag it, I'll talk about it, just to let the people know that this is what's going on. If I see somebody looking for something on Facebook, I'm going to tag that person. I have a friend who's a photographer. Anybody that I see who is in her particular area who's looking for pictures, I go ahead and tag her, hit her up
Yep,
so she can take your pictures. So yeah, it's not always about buying something or something like that, but just show you support, because even though we're supposed to be strong in our businesses, it helps to have somebody who believes in you for your morale.
that's true. Yeah, I've had people that like
That's
when I
why.
go to the markets, I may not want to buy anything, but I was like, well, what's your Instagram? I'll at least follow you. And then if something comes up that I need or
Right.
know somebody to know it, I could just be like, hey, where are you? Let me, it's time for me to buy. It's time for me to support you. But at least I know where to find you.
Right. Hey, and let me say this before we end anything. I appreciate you because when I asked you to show up today and I gave you the flyer, you've been posting and promoting every day, all day since I gave it to you. There are people who you will invite on to speak with you and will not share a single thing, not a flyer, not a link. Even after they ain't got done, they won't do it. And I feel that's disrespectful. I think I said this
It
last
is.
week. That's very disrespectful for you to accept the invitation and then don't even try to put the word out that that you're about to be on this platform. That's, you
Especially
do
when you didn't
yourself a
took the time
disservice
to
as
make a
well.
flyer.
Right. Right. So that's respect. You respect their brand and at least respect yours because you're about to get in front of somebody else's audience and that could be somebody for you. That could be business for you. You gotta, you gotta do it. As Jasmine said, she said, what, it's a slap in the face? Yeah, it's a
It
big old
is.
slap in the face.
I know you better than I am as far
So
as
yes,
making a flyer, but that flyer is hard work.
ma'am.
trying to trying to
It
make that flyer is
it definitely
terrible.
is when you gotta cut people out. Yeah, when you have to do some extra work to cut people out of their surroundings, and then I don't really like camera phone pictures, so that's some extra work. There's some extra elbow work. But yeah, moving forward, um, what do you plan to continue to do, in your journey to support other small business owners
Oh, I
and
plan on
networking?
continuing what I'm doing. Um, if it's something that I need, want, like, whatever, I'd rather buy it from a small business owner than a big corporation. First and foremost, because one of my other little side hustles is I follow the people that do the class action suits. And some of the stuff I read by big box or corporation products be doing us so wrong with the stuff that they put in there. So I'd rather support a small business all day
Mhm.
long. And then I get to build relationships and stuff with the small business, which is important. So just continue to network, continue to meet people on social media since that's the path that I'm taking. And um, doing favors for a favor and bartering. Like I said, that's important too. I'm big on the follow for a follow. I'm big on let's share our platforms. So that's been something that I've been
Mhm.
pretty heavy with. I've been on some people's platforms, they've been on my platforms, and let's just share the people. Like we said, collaboration over competition, because
Mhm.
everybody knows who they like and everybody knows who they resonate with. So those are the things. I appreciate you inviting me to your platform. I appreciate you having the group where we can all share. Everybody seems to be really cool so far. And I look forward to
Yeah.
working with you on other projects. If there's anything that I can do for you, let me know. And if there's anything you want to experiment with on, let me know. I may have something that, let's work together. Whatever it is, let's figure it out.
Likewise, likewise. I'm down with it. I am. Um, I'm big on, like I said, this the whole support and networking. It seems like you're using your networking tools very well for somebody who didn't think that this would be something for them. You're doing good, and sometimes we need to hear that you're doing real good.
Thank you.
I want to keep doing the same. I want to keep reaching out to people who, have the same mindset and are just as much of a go getter as I am. When I can see it in your comments and you respond back to me, that, gives me a way in to kind of, observe it. And it's going to be a good thing to have a discerning spirit. You're going to have to pay attention and observe the type of
Absolutely.
energies and intentions. Just pay attention to the intentions of people. See who believes in you, who believes in what you do or what you're selling. I don't want anybody on my team who does not believe in anything that I'm doing. So that's one
Correct.
thing. Um, if you have a clear vision for yourself, just know that you can make it happen. Don't pay attention to the outside noise. Pay attention to those good encouraging vibes, those critiques. Not all criticism is bad criticism. Take it and make it better. So it's
Absolutely.
gonna, just you just gotta pay attention to what the intentions behind what is being said to you or what's not being said, because I believe it's power in what you don't say as well. So yeah, I just want people to just continue to be open to networking, because I think when one win, we all win.
Yep. So yeah, even with me relearning, well, learning the social media networking, I'm really good in person, but I had that down pat. This was a whole different thing, and uh, um, like I said, it's been good. Like I said, I've met people in groups and actually got a chance to meet them in real life. And some of the people that you meet in real life are not who they are on social media. And some of them that you meet in there, you're like, oh my God, I love you. So I'm gonna borrow your cheerleader. She can come on and follow me over on Instagram. Where'd
Yeah.
she go, Jasmine?
Yeah, Jasmine. Follow her on Instagram. Everybody underscore loves underscore the underscore pretty plug. She's the pretty plug. Y'all go follow her. Definitely, she has some good content over there. She said she coming. She's coming. But yeah, it has been a joy talking to you. You are welcome on here anytime that you want to. Anything that you want to talk about, bring it to the corner. This is the Sitch Boss Chick corner. We talk about everything boss and a little bit of BS sometimes, because I think next week we're gonna dive into some relationship BS. got plenty to talk about there. So yeah.
Yeah, I may come on to the corner then.
Okay.
Be like
But
going to confessional.
look, we need that sometimes. Sometimes it be weighing on us, and then that can take away from the creativity from other stuff and focus from other stuff. So sometimes you just gotta release. So that's what the corner is for. That is what the corner. Yeah, we got plenty. Look, you might need to come on here so we can discuss some of these that encountered.
Child.
We have had some times, but yeah, let the people know where else they can find you, if they want to your websites or anything like that.
So for the telehealth that I mentioned earlier is www.myurgencymd.com. That's myurgencymd.com. It's on my Instagram page. I'm
Hmm.
Theresa Parker on Facebook, and those are the couple of outlets that you can find me on. And I look forward to networking. Um, Instagram, I'm on there more than I am on Facebook, and I have all kind of deals, and my link tree is full of discount links.
That's
And we talk about credit, like I said, we talk about healthcare, and I'm going to start talking about some insurance stuff also. So I want
okay.
everybody to be knowledgeable about the stuff that I know about. So
The
any
one-stop
questions, my
shop.
DM is open.
One-stop shop. And again, her Instagram is below. If you see it, it's below. It's over here. And her link tree will have all of her details. And like I said, it's been a wonderful session with you. Anybody, if you have any topics that you want to talk about, just hit me up and join the corner. So we're gonna close it out. I didn't want to keep you too long.
All
This
right, you're
probably
fine.
will this probably will circle back around. So if you feel like you want to hop in, hop in. But
Okay.
until Until then, everybody, keep it bossy, keep it saucy, and I'll see you in the next corners section.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.